Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I want to talk about a system that most people think of only as a landlord tenant conflict, but really is a hidden enforcement and service economy. Eviction services, constables, and property setouts. This image shows a final notice of eviction posted under court authority and marked for enforcement. That matters because eviction is not just a disagreement. Once the order reaches this stage, the issue becomes legal possession backed by the state. The visible product is a notice. The hidden business is the chain of enforcement, labor, and turnover that ultimately follows. This image is useful because it shows the common myth. You get thrown out, someone grabs you by the collar and throws you out the door. That is the dramatic version people imagine. But in reality, that kind of self help can itself become illegal and lead to assault claims and unlawful eviction problems. This visible image is chaos. The hidden truth is procedure. This topic is powerful because precisely the real system is more formal, more bureaucratic, and more operational than people assume. This image is one of the most important in this presentation because it introduces the real engine, civil process. The constables in this image signify that eviction is not simply muscles and anger. It is a state backed process with paperwork, service, court authority, and designated officers. This visible product is law and order. The hidden business is turning that paper authority into physical possession, labor, and vacancy. This image shows a preliminary but crucial step, being officially served with the papers. That matters because this is where the removal chain begins. Before there is a lockout, before the truck, before the belongings on the curb, there is notice, process, and legal timing. This visible product is service. The hidden business is that even this early stage creates a timetable that moves the property towards enforcement and turnover. This image shows the constables taking possession and performing the lockout. This is the turning point of the whole topic. The legal dispute now has become a physical event. The visible product is door changing status. The hidden business is that possession has now been converted into an operation. Officer presence, access control, removal, and the beginning of the unit reset. This image is important because it shows the constables and the owner together securing the property officially. That tells us that eviction is not finished when the occupant leaves. The next step is control. Who has the key? Who has legal access? And how fast the property can be stabilized. This visible product is possession return. The hidden business is resecuring inventory for its next tenant. This slide shows a constable explaining the securing of the property. That matters because this system depends on public authority and procedural legitimacy. The officer is not just a guard, the officer is the state's representative saying this is now official. This visible product is explanation and order. The hidden business is legitimizing a forced transition from occupied home or unit to a controlled property asset. Now the deck opens up to the labor economy around the eviction. The mover and truck show that once a unit is recovered, someone has to physically handle the contents. This visible product is moving help. The hidden business is that displacement itself can cause billable labor, hauling, set out, junk removal, and relocation work. This image deepens that point. The crew is preparing to clean out the property. That reminds us that eviction does not end with the legal writ. It often turns into a practical problem. Trash, abandoned goods, debris, furniture, and the need for rapid clearance. The visible product is cleanup. The hidden business is extracting order and value from vacancy after displacement. Now, this image ties law enforcement directly to the clear out operation. This is one of the sharpest insights in this topic. The constable restores legal possession, but the cleaning crew turns that restored possession into usable space. This visible product is supervision. The hidden business is the handoff from court enforcement to turnover labor. Now, this image shows the constant mover inside the property doing the clean out. That matters because the property is not really back into circulation until the inside is dealt with. Furniture, trash, personal belongings, and damage all have to be managed. The visible product is an emptying room. The hidden business is the transformation of a lived in space into rentable or controllable inventory. This slide shows the constables checking the property during a turnover. That adds a risk management angle. The officer is not only there for the removal event, they also help certify that the space is secure, clear, and under control. This visible product is inspection. The hidden business is verifying that legal recovery of the property has become an operational reality. Now, this image broadened the topic beyond one single house. A constable here is preparing papers at a apartment complex, which reminds us that eviction is not always an isolated event. In larger rental systems, this can become a repeatable operational flow. The visible product is service of notice. The hidden business is housing enforcement at scale. Now, this image is a strong institutional slide because it shows the constable vehicle outside the courthouse. That links the street level act of eviction to the formal authority of the judicial system. The visible product is official presence. The hidden message is that the market for possession recovery only works because courts and enforcement officers stand behind it. This image is especially useful because it expands the lane into commercial property. Eviction and setouts are not just residential. Offices, retail spaces, and business premises can also become possession disputes, followed by a clean out and turnover. The visible product is a business move out. The hidden business is rapid conversion of troubled space into a market ready space again. This final slide lands where it needs us to go, with the person sitting on the curb, belongings outside, eviction on the door, and the truck waiting. This is the emotional truth behind the whole business model. For the owner in the service chain, the event is possession, labor, and turnover. For the person on the curb, it is displacement, humiliation, and upheaval. That is why this topic is so powerful. The visible product is property enforcement. The hidden business is monetizing removal, vacancy, and reset. But the human cost never disappears. Thank you.